Hello, guys. Hello, hello. How's it going? I hope all fine. I just see some pictures and the rest is black. So today it's not a call where we will speak about the project. Today, me and I have the honor to have Des by my side. Me and him, we just wanted to talk a little bit, have a little conversation, and we thought it's very boring to do this always behind closed doors, just the two of us. And therefore, we invited you. You see, in the global call, I have my living room. Here, it's my office, and I invited Des and each and every one of you to just speak a little bit about not particularly XFUSION, speak about what we're doing here, about our industry. Alicia, my darling, hello, also there. Nice to see you. And, we have so much more potential, each and every one of us. And I hear this every single day that people are telling me, oh, listen, Michael, it's so hard and I don't know what to do. And I'm working and working and working and working. And in the end, it doesn't work out. So where is this issue? So you see the status quo, you see Des, you see Alicia, you see Jelko Stanis. Maybe also means that, oh my goodness, they have it very easy. Do you think so? We started also at a certain point. We have been exactly in this situation. And there is, in the end, just one difference between people who in the end made it and people who give up. That's consistency. You don't get rewarded in this industry for beginning. You get rewarded for consistency. When you fall and stand up, and in the end, and that's the good news, everyone has it in him or herself. You have everyone that's needed to become a superstar. And limitation happens where? You set yourself the limits. And I speak out of experience. Guys, what we do here, this is the same. It's not that we read something in any book. Of course, I read, that's all fine. But what we will tell you here is just, it's real talk. How we came there, what did we do, how many mistakes did we do, how many times we wanted to give up. That's a question to you. Did you have moments where you wanted to give up?
Absolutely. Many moments. Many moments.
Not only one. And in the end, what helped you to not give up? So what is the thing? Is there a secret recipe, the secret sauce why you didn't give up?
Yeah, thank you for that question. And what's interesting is that the platform that I almost gave up on was way harder than this one in the sense that there was a monthly subscription. So we're having to get people to sign up to $150 every single month. So you can imagine how hard that was. In fact, I think Nick was actually part of that company as well.
Okay, interesting.
Our tag founder. He also said, it was incredibly difficult to build that business. But also from a trading point of view, just being a trader, sometimes you want to give up. Manually trading is not easy. It's not easy at all. I say that it's like wanting to become a professional athlete, right? It's you have that desire, but to get there are not many traders that can get to a point where they are winning consistently. Most traders are up and down, up and down, up and down. I was up and down. I could not trade like Neo. I could not. I'll hold my hands up. So I convinced myself I was a trader, but really I was just making money, losing money, making money, losing. So I wanted to give up from the trading and from building the business as well. But here's the difference, Michael. My mentor at the time asked me to really connect with my why, my reason why.
This meeting is being recorded.
Guys, please, I was waiting for that. And trust me, we didn't speak about upfront. But there you see, sorry, Des, for interrupting you there. You saw me, I got goosebumps because this is the key. These three letters, please repeat them. Guys, listen carefully. What is it that didn't let you give up?
Absolutely.
Your why.
My why.
And when this is strong enough, because guys, you don't do this for any one of us. You don't do it for Nick. You don't do it for Stanis. You don't do it for Jelko. We always celebrate these people and say, oh, dude, because of you guys. No. In the end, the universe sent them to us, yes, but we found them. And it's you, your why decides in the end if you make it or not. Because is your why strong enough, the reason why you do all of that? Every single obstacle, every stone in your way, you take and build something out of it. And that's the first. The same with me. The days in the beginning, I was excited. So I heard something new, and be honest, I heard from this, I was 25, and I just heard money, 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 and just saw money. And for me, it was very easy. So, oh, I have a really big network, bringing people there. My first thing is absolutely easy. I earned that much money. I don't even know where to put it. Did I? No, I didn't. Because it was not that easy. Because unfortunately, people dared to say no to me. And it was really, in the end, I was pissed. Hey, how can they say no? So, and I had no mentor, and I did, I guess, everything wrong. So, and then I found the mentor, and he said, why are you doing this? And I said, oh, money in here. I said, is it really? Is it really the money? Really listen inside yourself, because when you chase the money, there's nothing behind. But you're really, your why, that's the most important thing. When this is strong enough, you do everything that's necessary and even more to achieve your goal. And it's your goal. It's not ours. This is a good thing in MLM. So, you know, of course, you have people, your upline, but they're not your bosses. No one of them. You don't do it for them. In the end, they just help you. They lend a hand and help you to grow. You do this for yourself, and there is no limit. And sorry, I needed to jump in there because this is the most important part. First of everything, what is your why?
Absolutely. What is your why? So actually, as I continue talking, guys, please, if you have a why, please share it in
Yes.
the chat box. You know, I'm a big advocate for people sharing their whys. And the reason why is because I want to hold you to account to your why. When I see you, I want to get a progress on your why. You see, your why is the reason why you are embarking on this journey. And that reason should be bigger than just, I want to make money. Yes, it's okay to have financial goals. It's okay to say that I want to make $10,000 a month. That's fine, but your why should be deeper. And when you find that reason why, so if I'm working with somebody, they may say something like, my why is I want to retire my mum. That's a very popular one I hear all the time.
Yeah, of course.
So then I then say, well, why do you want to retire your mum? And then when they give me the answer, why? I do that we call it going 7 levels deep. And by that time, if you keep asking why, by that time, guys, I promise you, you're going to choke. You're going to choke. I'm going to share my why with you because this is why I couldn't quit, Michael. This is the reason why I couldn't quit. Let me just share that with you real quick. This is the reason why I couldn't quit. Because this picture was taken 10 years ago in London, opposite Parliament. And my why was for her to go to private school, for her to go to grammar school. And just 2 weeks ago, guys, she just got into grammar school, secondary school. It's the first post on my Instagram. And that was my why to give her that. And guys, whatever your why is, I promise you, if it's strong, you will never quit on your why. You cannot quit on your why. It's important. So please, if you do nothing else from this call, but you develop a why, then our job is done. Just by having a why, you've gone clear. But please share your whys in the chat box, guys. I love to connect with people with their whys. I find them so fascinating. But Michael, I'd love to know your why as well.
Well, I come directly to that, but there have been so many nuggets inside these small sentences. This is what I love, by the way. And you said something right. You know, sometimes calls are an hour or two or something. No one can get all this information. You know what I do? Out of every single call, and even if it's just a sentence, which is fitting to me, which touches me, I take it. And you said it as well. I'm a copycat. I steal nearly everything. So Michael is the best thief on this planet. I steal, but I make it to mine. And guys, there is no copyright on it. Do that, but don't lose your identity. And you said this 7 levels deep. You know what happens there in the end when you go deeper and deeper? What we speak out conscious is something completely else, because there's everything inside what we hear from the outside, maybe expectations, what we put on ourselves from family side, from friends, whatever. But the lower you go, the deeper you go. You know what is speaking there? The real you, your subconscious mind. And do this also, stand in front of a mirror, because you can tell me everything, you can tell Des everything, and each and everyone. You can stand in front of Nick and say, Nick, I will be this and this and here. You know what you do consciously? Everyone does that, and it's not a blame, guys. You tell this person what he or she in this moment, what you think they would want to hear. So it means you can act in front of everyone. I can do the same. Not once again, everything I tell you here is out of my personal experience, and I had a lot of ups, but downs. The low you can't go. So stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself. Have that conversation, and keep eye contact. Because there's one person on this planet you can't lie to, and you can't act, and this is yourself. This conversation is the most important thing. And going deeper, there you really come to the point. Because I have this, I'm born and raised in Germany, and trust me, when you speak with Germans and you ask them about things, they never thought about, but because their life in the end, and it's in Europe, in the most places very similar, is kind of pre-written. From where? From the way they have been raised, and this is coming from society. So you need to do this, you need to have that, you need to do here, this is. Where is you? Where is your own personality? Now comes my why. I was always a rebel at heart when I was young already. My poor father, he got desperate at a certain point in me, because everything for me, I was refusing all this way of living. You need to here, you need to there. I never wanted that. I always felt inside of me that that's not mine. And I told him this also at a very young age already. I said, listen, I love you, you're my father, but the life you live, I'm so sorry, that's not mine. And it's not that it's not existing anymore, but from this typical German middle-class family. We had a good life, definitely. The Germany in this time when I was born, 76, so the 80s, 90s, till millennium, absolutely outstanding. It was perfect. So it was never lacking of something. So it was not the money, it was always there. So my why was always freedom. But now we define this freedom. What is freedom? It's very wide. Freedom of choice. Me, Michael, personally, that's my life. I decide when, where, with whom, and what. There's no one else who tells me what I need to do. I never wanted to have this, sorry, I'm very direct now, modern slavery. For me, it is the case. So please, this is my opinion. And this was my why. Money, I have no emotional relationship with money. It's printed paper. But in the end, it's an exchange good for what my why was. And I saw it in COVID times, as the situation got more and more worse also in Germany, that I could say, you know what, guys, I'm out. I don't need this crap. I go. Did I need to suffer to come to that point? Guys, believe me, more than. I was suffering a lot. When all of my former classmates made this career, this typical after school, you go to university, I did all this shit, but just because of expectations from the outside. And they had a very kind of well-paid job and all these things, they lived good. I had times in between where I had from one day, a couple of millions, till the other day, exactly the same amount in debt. And I was sleeping in winter time, was living actually 3 months in a Smart. You know this little tiny car, Smart? Sleeping in a car is normally not an issue because you can put the seat back or you lie on the Smart, not possible. There is nothing to put back. So why do I tell you this? Not because I want from you kind of, oh, poor Michael. No, this is suffering. Please, you don't need to do that. Don't sleep in a Smart. But my why was so strong. So no matter what happens there, I go out of this. And this power, each and everyone can unleash because all of you have that. Everyone has that. But is in the end, do the right things. Ask yourself, is this what you're doing here or anywhere in life? Is this what you want to do? Or is this what society expects from you? don't do it. And this is the most important thing when you start something. Do it passionate. Believe in what you do and don't do it just purely for the money, for the sake of earning, because this energy, guys, my firm belief, our life is 100% just based on what? Frequencies and energy. That's all. What you send out, you get back. It's a fact. And each and every human being, even if they don't realize that consciously, unconsciously, you realize your body shows you. Listen to your own body. If there's something sitting in front of you who wants the best for you or just want to sell you something that he or she, in the end of the day, has more money in the pocket. And I don't sell. I had a huge discussion with, what was it, last year, with someone also very good in sales. And he was telling me, you sell. I said, I don't sell. Since years, I give information. I don't convince you to do anything. And this is the thing. What we have here, and this is what I love when you do it properly in MLM, especially what we have here, using the product, being really satisfied, happy with this product, with what you have in your hand. And by this, you need to use it for yourself. And then you refer. You just do something because you want your opponent something good. You want to give them this benefit as well.
Absolutely. Michael, you touched on something there that I want to pick up on.
Please.
I know you mentioned about copycat, and I just want to unpick that a little bit because there may be people on this call that look at the likes of you and some of the top leaders and think, my God, how can I get to that level? How can I earn the money that Michael's making? Because we know there's a few zeros, on your paycheck, but
the question is on which end? Hopefully on the good end.
But there might be some people that think that level is impossible. And I just want to share something, piggybacking on what you just said. And that is, a lot of leaders, they're not as special as they may seem. And I mean that with love and respect, because one of the greatest tricks in this industry, and I utilized it well, was being a copycat. And there's a skill in being a copycat.
Absolutely.
There's two questions I want to ask everyone. Number one, who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Right? Who are you listening to? Because you can literally find someone in this industry who is where you want to be or making the kind of money that you want to be, that you want to make, and literally find out everything about them, from their morning routine, how they build, what is their daily activities like. When I spoke to Michael the other day about his daily activities, guys, you'll be shocked. Basics, nothing technical. Michael talks very well, he's a speaker, but basics. Back to base. So when you start analyzing these top earners, when I was up and coming, I'm looking at these top earners, and their morning routine is simple. Their daily activities, guys, something as simple as reaching out to 10 people a day, following up, getting people on. We don't even have to sell. We don't even have to do none of the heavy lifting. We've got guys like Michael, Alicia, myself. We do calls every day. The biggest skill is just learning how to invite. When I learned that, I said, so I just have to learn how to invite people to a call. They hear the call, they make up their minds, and I couldn't believe it. So there's a skill in being a copycat. There's a skill in being able to look at what someone does and says, hey, I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to do it consistently. That's the difference. Consistently. It's that consistent action that gets you to 6 and 7 figures. I could only dream of the money that I've made in this industry. It was a pipe dream at one point. But once I realized that there wasn't much difference between me and the top earners, I could do what they're doing because they're not doing anything great. It's just consistent, small actions. Would you agree with that, Michael? Those little
Yes, absolutely.
basics. It's the basics.
This is what you said, and this is exactly as a message which should come over to this call here. It is, in the end, these routines, developing habits, and copying people who are there where you want to be without losing your own identity. So it's not, you can't be the second Des, you can't be a second Alicia or someone else. And that's good because each and everyone as an individual of you is outstanding and amazing. You're a diamond. But what you can do is learn these routines, what these people did to come to that point. And this is so easy to develop new habits, guys. 21 days, 21 days, but this is consistency what you need. And in the end, I always hear, I need motivation, motivation. Do you think that's, by the way, just simple question. Are you motivated each and every day? Guys, I have days I don't even want to stand up out of bed. So this motivation is always this external. Get yourself a drill sergeant or call me at 5 a.m. in the morning and yell at me. This was, by the way, the point why I didn't go to military. You say when someone at 5 a.m. in the morning is yelling at me, I rather kill them. So I don't need this crap. Motivation is something nice, but this is something that works just partially. You know what it is? And I'm coming from sports. I'm a sports guy. I was playing high professional football when I was young. So first of all, team player is also something you should be in our industry. It's not elbow and everything for me. You should become a team player. The more you give, the more you receive back. But this, in the end, discipline. That's it. Talent is one thing. So you said, I'm a speaker, you're a speaker. Guys, when I was speaking the first time in front of 3 people, I was peeing my pants. I was stuttering. I said, what the hell? They told me you need to. Say, guys, I run away. I will never do that. Today, you need to, in the end,
Guys,
press
sorry,
the
so
hand on the mouth and
I'm
I'm
sorry to
trying.
interrupt. The great Michael was scared to speak. I think I don't want to just skip over that because I feel like that will really give someone some encouragement right now. That we all know is this amazing speaker was once scared. I that's crazy for me.
Indeed. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I could never imagine that I will do this. This is the thing. So now it became an addiction. So especially being on the stage, this energy, and I told you this energy exchange, this energy is something special. This really becoming one with the crowd. I understand now why a lot of artists, singers, for example, when they stand in front of this crowd, this feeling they receive, that's outstanding. And this is the thing, you know, I could never imagine doing that. And I just did. And I didn't try, I just did. So did I make mistakes? Loads. But in the end, this is not what counts. The people there, you know what they saw, not what I was telling them. They felt this energy and you connect with them. And this is the thing. Also, in every single time when you speak with someone, these people in the first hand, they don't know shit about the project. They don't know shit about the community. And this is not what counts for them. It's you as a person. The trust factor is between you and the prospect in this case. So, and when I want to come back to this point, discipline, I told you, sports person, and I get a lot of things because what I always do is my kind of role models or mentorship is not only coming from what I'm doing here at the moment. There's also a lot of things are coming from sports, and I have 2 guys in sports which I admire till the extent. It has nothing to do with their skills. They are outstanding, but these guys are, from the discipline point of view, outstanding. One is Cristiano Ronaldo. You can hate him, and a lot of people do, because they say he's arrogant. This is also something in our society. When someone reaches a certain level, you just copy also what a lot of people say about them. But guys, in the end, it's jealousy, nothing else. So people, I'm a footballer, they're sitting in the stadium with 180 kg sitting on 2 seats, and he's running down there. You can't do here. You look over and think, guy, but you would just do 2 steps, you can't breathe anymore. And you dare a person who really suffered everything to come to that point, who does 10 times more, 20 times more than each and everyone else. Does he need to do that? No, he doesn't. But he does. Because he knows one thing. The more I teach or learn my skills, the more I get better, the higher I go. And these people also give back. They do a lot, but they don't speak about it outside. And this is the difference. And Novak Djokovic is the same. I mean, this poor guy, means poor like this. He was playing in an era where I guess the 2 most talented tennis players of all time was playing, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. So what he did, he was longest time world number 1, He won the most biggest tournaments. And you need to see that. I read people. I love to see people alone. This when they there, this aura around them. On the other side of the net, the opponent, they got scared alone by his way of being there. For him, losing is non-existing. He is disciplined till the extreme. And this is the thing. Discipline brings you to the top. It's not motivation. It is not motivation. Especially not when it always needs to come from the outside. You always need external motivation. Ask yourself, is it right what you're doing there? Be disciplined. Do the small things, the basics. Do them so often that you think, I puke when I think about it, but then you're on the right path. It is doing always the same. And then you come to a point where it becomes a habit, and then it's an automated program. So now you can wake me up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I can step on the stage and just speak. It took some time till I get to this point. And this is for each and every one the same. So that's the same, Alicia. People who are now at a level, they say, I would love to go there. Yet then speak to these people. Ask these people. And trust me, successful people are happy to share. They are happy to share. They are happy to help. Because in the end, we all had the same situation. I was happy when I met my mentor who could help me. And this is deep inside of me, that I love to help others, that I love to help people. Because in the end, the best in our industry is when you have a sponsor who gives everything, all the knowledge, everything that he or she knows, that you even get better than this person. This should be your goal. So surround yourself with people who are successful. I know that we love to surround ourselves with groups where we are the highest ones, because in the end, there we feel better than them. We feel, stronger. The wrong way, guys. Absolutely the wrong way. Go in a room where you feel awkward in the first place. You say, what the hell? I'm not belonging here. Yeah, but the more you go inside, the more you get like these people, and you learn a lot. And that's all learning. And being a sponsor, ask yourself, what kind of sponsor do you wish for yourself? So let's see, that would be my sponsor. What would I wish from him that he is to me? What can he teach me? How can he work with me together and become that person for others? You can learn each and everything of that. It is so simple. It is the most simple business in the end of this planet. It's not rocket science, and that's our problem. When it sounds and looks too simple, we always search for, no, it can't be it. There needs to be something. Put this away. It is no rocket science. Do the simple things. And I love my job, because in the end, what do I do? Like what I do here, just speak. Speak with people, have interesting conversations, get to know interesting people, can travel all around the world. Guys, you know that you're blessed already. First of all, we're anyway blessed, all of us, because how many people here in this room? 90 people in this room. Guys, we have internet connection, otherwise we wouldn't be here. And I see no one, okay, some have the camera not on, who is sitting under a bridge or something else. And I guess also that you had food and everything. Guys, grateful, also something. Gratitude is something very important. We always want to have something that we don't have. We're always in a lack of something. When you start to be grateful for what you have, and you not only say that, you really need to feel and mean that, then you are open for abundance. Before, not, trust me.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. Guys, based on what Michael just said, there's an opportunity for every single one of you on this call. And I want to talk about this opportunity by asking you a question. And that question is, who will you become? Now, I want to do something called reverse engineering. I want us to first think about how much money we would need to make from this opportunity to make it worth our while. And that can be our money goal. Okay, so when I first came into the industry, I was obsessed with making $10,000 a month. I know Michael's laughing because Michael doesn't get out of bed for less than like 100K, right? But you know, I was obsessed, right? I was a school teacher. The thought of making 10,000 a month was just, it was tantalizing. So then my mentor said this, you want to make $10,000 a month. Well, what does somebody making $10,000 a month look like? What do they do? What do they do on a daily basis? So now we have an opportunity to think about and design that person that we want to become now. We can painstakingly, you know, as a coach, I often do this work with clients. We can do it over 2 days sometimes, but really jotting down tonight. Don't waste any time. Who do I need to become to earn whatever target you've got? Because
Yep.
the chances are you can't be the person you are now. I don't think Michael's, you know, earning what he's earning, but I don't think he's the same person than when he first came into the business. He had to grow. But there's an opportunity to design that person today, right down to how would that person make a cup of tea? How would that person show up to a call? How would that person do their daily methods of operations? How would they prospect? When you start thinking like that person, you start taking the actions of that person. You start thinking like that person. You start feeling like that person. You start vibrating like that person, and guess what happens? You start attracting like that. It's called a hack. It's a hack. This is the fastest way to activate so many of how do I call it? So many of the powerful things that occur in the powerful energies and frequencies that occur in this industry that lead towards your financial goals. You activate them by changing who you are, how you behave, how you think, how you act. And by doing that, you'll attract different. I promise you, it works every single time. Who will you become? And to help you with that, and to help you with the basics, we have something in store. I know Michael is itching to talk to us about, to help us on this journey of growth and development. Right, Michael?
Absolutely, absolutely. So in the end, there was a reason why we do this call. First of all, of course, I love to have conversations with Des, but also I could do this behind closed doors. But in the end, what we see, and this is not only here, it's in a lot of companies I've been in before. People got signed up and then they stand there and say, oh, what to do? It's nice that you guys speak about that, but I need a little bit of help. Guys, help is on the way and it's not far anymore. From next week on, we will start that in different languages. First, it will be German, English, and Russian, and we will adapt to other regions as well. Every single Monday will be, let me check if I have the flyer here. Give me one sec. Wait a second. Wait. Where is it? Now it needs to load. Internet in Dubai is something nice at the moment. When it would work, what the heck is that? But I know that we have Lisa's everywhere there. Lisa, darling, are you here? Do you by chance have the flyer for the XFUSION Day? And I would give you also, wait, Lisa, I give you co-host. If you can share this, would be nice. Wait a sec, Lisa. Raise your hand virtually, Lisa, that I can give you the co-host. There's Lisa. This is also something you can learn from that person extremely. I need to once again figure out if there is more Lisas existing than just one, because this is not normal. That's absolutely not normal. This way of, I speak always about serving, helping others. There is queen number one on that. This is the role model. It's insane. It is absolutely that, you know that, love you for that, and not only me, the whole community. I've never seen something like that. Never, definitely never. So, and you said something also, that this becoming that person, and this is in the end the thing. You also need to visualize that directly from the beginning. You're already there. You know what I mean? So your actions become completely different. And when I heard this the first time, my mentor was telling me that, and I was driving not such a nice car, I need to be honest. I said, what is your dream car? So at that time, back in the days, it was Audi RS6, so with horsepower and everything, and I was driving a Golf. So it's a little bit smaller. I said, from now on, you drive RS6. Yeah, no, I drive both. No, when you go inside that car, you sit in RS6. I said, are you for real? You said something, have I been the same? You know, I'm quite a logical person. And I was really, there was so much regress from my, I said, no, rejection. Are you stupid? I can't. Till the point where I let all of this go. I said, just try, just do it. And I did. And I was sitting in my Golf and I was in my imagination driving this RS6. And you know what, in the end, was the lesson which I learned? This energy you develop from yourself is completely, in the beginning, it maybe feels a bit awkward, but change needs to feel awkward because you go out of your comfort zone, and comfort zone is what keeps you low. We complain, guys, be honest, I'm also a human being. We complain, but in the end, we don't change anything. That's called comfort zone, by the way. Even if it feels not nice, the situation you're in right now, but this is this little cozy place where we sit with all our negative thoughts, with our doubts, with all these things inside. And then we step out of this and it feels, oh, it gets cold. But then you know you're on the right path because change needs to feel different. And Albert Einstein, next to all these things, which he, and he's a very genius mind, said one thing, you know, the definition of madness is always doing the same things and expecting other results. But this is unfortunately how we live. We do the same. Michael did the same. I told this a moment ago, there's a wall here where I knock. This wall is thick. And I was running against it. You can do this once to try, but you should then afterwards have a learning from that and don't do it again. Michael could run 100 times against this. This is always doing the same. And I expected maybe at a certain point, this wall needs to become softer. It didn't. So when you want a different outcome, do different things and start to really program your subconscious mind, because in the end, subconscious, this is just our slave. What we tell this mind, says, okay, you get. And also our thoughts. And catch yourself. How many of your thoughts are really positive? Most of them, I also notice, is with a negative impact. And also this, I don't want this. You know, the issue is subconscious don't understand. Don't. I don't want to be, but I don't know. Let's say poor anymore. Don't want, doesn't understand. Oh, you want to be poor? Get. There is no in subconscious mind. This is the fact. So think, we all know where it leads us. Negative thoughts, fear, all these things. We know where it leads us. Not in a nice situation. When you know that this works like that, what do you think? When you shift to positivity, just be brave and try it. This will also work out. Absolutely. So in fear is also something. F-E-A-R. You know what this means? There's two meanings.
Face everything and rise.
Right. So this is the good way. Face everything. There's another, and this is where most people live. Run away. It's wait. Forget. What was the word? Wait a second. I had it.
False evidence appearing real is another one as well.
Yeah, there's mostly about run away and run away. Forget everything and run away. So these kind of things. So fear is nothing bad. Mm-hmm. So when I step on the stage, we have that. It's not fear what I have anymore, but I'm nervous. And this is kind of this thing. So, but I use this because energy in the end is neutral. It's absolutely neutral. You decide what you do out of it. And, you know, it sharpens your sense as well. Because when things are normal for you, you just do it on the go. But when you're kind of a little bit nervous, when there's a kind of a little bit of fear, there's nothing bad because this sharpens your sense. And this you can use. You can use everything in a positive or negative way. And this is the thing. You decide where you bring this energy and these emotions. And when someone gives you bad about it, and this I learned from Jelko, by the way. This is a person, I think most of you heard this already, also when he's speaking. the level of deepness, it's really rare that I saw people have that. And he was in the end who taught me that, because here you see, I was a different person. I learn each and every day, and I rise each and every day, because I have so much to learn. I'm so far away from perfectionism, and there is no perfection on this planet. There is not. So Angelica learned me one thing. I said, listen, energy is neutral. If you give me negative energy, I'm grateful for that, because I decide myself. I take this energy, I suck it in, but I decide in my end it's positive. He said, thank you for exchanging, for giving me that energy. And this is what you also can do. So also when you meet people who are negative towards you, don't take it personal. You are not the reason, but take this energy. Be grateful that they gave you energy. Just decide what you do out of it. And this is in the end, you're creator. Every one of us is a creator. So in the end, I said this once in the call and I repeat it. You're God. Every one of us God. Because what is God for you? No matter how we come, it's a creator, right? And you create. You create. You are a creator. You create your life. No one else. No one else. And by the thoughts and the actions you do today, you define your future. The past is the past. Everyone found the key to change the past. I don't know, and I don't want to find anyone. But I was living a long time in the past, and I was always wondering myself, why am I stuck in? Yeah, of course, when you live in the past and your thoughts are always there, how can you move forward? So this has nothing to do with technical side in MLM, but Lisa, and this is what I want to tell, but this is the most important thing mindset-wise, because before financial growth, this year needs to grow. It needs to grow. You need to come out of a lot of things. Unfortunately, we learned in the past, but these things learned are giving for back. You have been a teacher. You know this very well. So please, nothing against you and this industry, but what do we get taught? The most things I learned in school, sorry, no need. About life, they don't tell you anything. Zero. So, because in the end, they want you to fit in a system. I'm not a system, sorry. I'm a human. I'm not a person. Person comes from personal. I'm a human. So, and I want to grow. So, and this is important, but coming back to the skills, network marketing, actually, you can learn. So copying people, and we also help you. Wait a second, Lisa shared it here. Wait, here is it. Right, I open this quick and then share it on the screen. Give me
I feel like we need a drum roll.
Oh, share. You see my screen, right?
We can indeed.
So, guys, what we will do from next week on, every Monday, there will be XFUSION Day. We promised you, after rebranding and everything, that we put the main focus on what? On personal growth. We have amazing products. We have amazing partner with Tech Markets, Bid1, and all these things. This end is good. But in the end, we need to learn, each and every one of us, how to use this properly, how to grow. And then, you know, what's more important for a person? In the end, people outside, you know what they're waiting for? What they're seeking for? For someone who lends them a hand to take them out of isolation, to understand them, someone who listens to them with all their fears, all this uncertainty, everything they have, and someone who will help them really to become part of the community and grow. Because products are exchanging goods. Let's be honest. What we want to build here is a strong community. And you know what is our goal? To become a unicorn means 1 million community members. And with that, guys, we can do everything. And bringing you to the point that you rise and grow, we help you. And we promised, and now we start. So every Monday from next week on, in 3 different languages, we will have, and we will define upfront. Of course, we have leaders like Des, like Alicia, like other persons here in this call as well, where leaders come together, have a strategy call, put the focus, say what's going on in the next week. This will be 1 hour, then 6 hours in so-called focus groups. We will work together. Guys, working together means, and I always love that, these, back in the days, we had these telephone parties. We were sitting together with 5, 6 people and was calling, was going through our contact list, the basics, Des mentioned this already, speaking to 10 persons a day. When you do this alone, guys, I know this distraction is something very nice. When I needed to learn in school or for university, you know how many times I found something that could distract me? Oh, I need to tie up my room, but I never did. But in this moment, I needed to. So what I want to tell you with that, in the end, these are things, when you do this alone and you get rejection from the other side, you say, fuck, you know what, fuck it. But when you sit with people together, you get this. In this moment, it's motivation. And there you need it as well. Because you sit with others together and you can level yourself up. And we will do this. We will work together in these focus groups. We will onboard people. We will really actively work. Okay, we do it online, but it's fine. That's okay. We offer you also calls in this time. And then every Monday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Dubai time, we will have Academy. There you will learn the skills from the scratch. And it's not much. It's really not much. It's the simple things. When you do them consistently, every single day the same, trust me, there is no other way for you than to grow.
Wow.
And on top of that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will have the calls for the whole community, also in different languages, where we split this in 3 parts. Tuesday will be where the community will be explained. You know that we have a presentation where it's just, okay, there is a little bit tech markets and everything inside, but it's just, first of all, for prospects, who are we? Who is XFUSION? Because this is the most important thing. Then on Wednesday, it will be the technical part. We're just focus on tech markets, bid one and bigs. And on Thursday, there is a reason why we separate this now. We go in the part of the compensation plan. Because guys, I know that a lot of people here say, I have persons inside, they don't want to know about the compensation plan, because in the end, they only search a way where they can make passively money by letting the money work for them. And then we can separate and say, listen, for all of you who are interested in building a business on it, next day is the next call. So we will separate this. And from now on, we really have also their consistency inside. And trust me, guys, this Monday, no matter what, I don't know, yeah, but there is this and there is, I don't know, we need to sit together because there is the dog breeding club from somewhere. And this, guys, do whatever you like. So you don't do this for me, you don't do this for this, you don't do this for anyone else. When you find an excuse for that, ask yourself, go in front of the mirror, say, do I really want this here? Because in the end, it's just about priorities. I can just tell you, go there, learn, and you will rise.
You know what's interesting? You mentioned about formal education. And of course, I'm an advocate for, well, semi-advocate for formal education, teacher. I've studied all the way to a PhD. But let me say something. Formal education will make you a living.
Correct.
Self-education, like what we're putting on now, can make you a fortune. That's the difference. When I started studying this stuff, when I started studying the basics of how to do this business consistently, my whole life changed. So please, guys, I want you to make this a priority, put it in your diaries. But if you're a builder on this call, the greatest work that you can do, because you're already on the call, the work is now picking up the phone and now ensuring that your team are on the call, because that's how you get duplication. So don't just, plan on coming by yourself. You want to make sure that your whole team are on this call. So a top tip, if I can share it very, very quickly, is for those of you that have an organization of clients, it's a really good idea to provide good customer service. So check in with your clients, find out if they're making money. They should be making money, right? So it's a great conversation. Hey, let's check your account. Oh, you've done 46%. How long have you been with the platform? Wow, that's incredible. Those kind of conversations. And then there'll be certain conversations where now that person may want to share the business.
Absolutely.
So now we can strategically plug the call. Hey, Monday we have a training day. The more of your team that attend these calls, you get to experience something called duplication. Duplication. I know Alicia's smiling somewhere. I know Alicia's smiling because duplication is she's I knew she'd be smiling because this is how we all build. You know, there's a way to build very fast and smart, and it's through duplication. And I know that I've touched something in Michael because he's animated.
Absolutely. This is the thing. Um, we're not sellers. So, and in the end, you can be the best on this planet. Your day has 24 hours, right? So I never found the 25th hour. But then now imagine something. You give everything that you know, everything that you have, and you all of a sudden, you have not just one Michael. Okay, that's enough for the world. The world is not prepared for one. But what I wanted to tell you, when I duplicate myself
Mm.
downwards, so even if I sleep, there is something on the other end of the world where a little minion Michael is running around and doing the same that I did. And this is duplication. So, and this, the key, also this you can learn because there is a way where you become from, in the end, a distributor from the beginning to become a leader. And a leader is not a boss or something else, but also this you can learn because without being a leader, you will never be long-term really successful in this industry. This is a duplication is the only way to build this properly, to really give the people. Also, this you can learn. Everything, like I said, is very easy to do, but duplication, and this is what I see. And I don't know if you saw, I made this short video 3 days ago, I guess, 3 days ago, about, and this was not about, oh, look what Michael earned. This was just to show you what the power of duplication is, because I hear this all the time when people, oh, Michael, I work so hard, and in the end, nothing is coming out. Yeah, it's the beginning. And I know when we compare what we do here to all these other businesses we did before, there, and this we need to understand, guys, we was earning before on what? On the money that, in this case, I say I wouldn't want to sign up Des put a certain amount of money into a system, and that's not fair because from this amount I got X percentages for my own pocket. So means this what he wanted to have in the project that it generates him profits was already less. So I got this one time. So it's kind of a bounty what was on his head. I brought this. My job is done. Thank you very much. Now he's part of it. I go to the next one. So, but there is one magic thing when you do properly MLM, and this is residual income. Unfortunately, most of the companies or many companies in the last couple of years never offered that. But we have it here. And the power of residual income, guys, you don't see in the beginning. It's the same what I said half an hour before. This not the beginning gets rewarded, the consistency. And you see in my own example there, the first month when I started, I earned $559. Do you think I was happy with that? It was in October. I said, what the hell? There's something wrong. Because I also was kind of stuck in this mindset. And I just did the basics. And guys, it was not, it's easy for you because you're already long in this industry. Yes, but you know, before happened something, I was the public figure of a company, and these idiots, they scammed. Did I know that? No. But what do you think? On whom did the people point with the finger? Of course, on me, because I was the only one they could get. And my network was done. So I could give up at that moment, but you know what? I did it once, not only once, I did it a couple of times. I can do it one more time. So, and I just consistently started the basics again, started the work. And what you see when you see this development from October, watch that video, it's in the groups. From October till now, from $559 monthly to now last month, $35,000. And do you think it gets now less? Oh, it gets more. And you know, guys, I get this consistently. I get this residual over and over again, and it gets even more. And that's the thing. The life, no, the income stream of a networker normally was 1 month peak because there was a hype, and then down because the company either closed the doors or something else happened. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Here you build a foundation, and from there it grows. When you build a house, guys, you know, the most important part is the foundation. This takes the longest time, and there also you don't see anything. We have here Burj Khalifa in Dubai. You know how many years they needed to build the foundation that this thing, nearly 1 kilometer high, stands? You saw nothing. And then it rises very fast. But the foundation is what you don't see, what takes the most of the time, the hardest work. But when this is solid and stable, then you can build on and start with this foundation.
Wow. So that they call it delayed gratification. Not many people practice that anymore. And I think about companies that have stood the test of time in our industry. Companies that have been around for 30, 40 years. When you speak to those networkers there, it took a while to build the foundation. But guess what? Not only did it shoot up after the foundation, but they're still here today earning those checks
Yeah,
because they
even
didn't
if
go
they
for the
couldn't.
fast money.
Yeah,
They
and
went
this
for
is the
the
fun part. This is the fun part. There's some people who left a company a couple of years ago and they show you paychecks and say, listen, this is based on what I did 10 years ago. And this you can do. Of course, it takes time. But guys, ask yourself, is it worth it? I can clearly say yes. Clearly.
Wow.
Just
Guys, put a 111 in the chat box for Michael's check.
it's not about the check.
No,
To be honest,
I'm just,
I still want more. This is the thing.
I'm just joking. I'm just being.
Nah, that's fine. I still want more. This is also not, don't need to be ashamed when you want more. That's the thing. So in the end, and I love this as well because the more you have, the more you can give. So I don't know. Also, this I would love to mention here. Have you seen what Jalko and Stanis together with Shakwat was doing in Cambodia? This
Wow.
is that's humanity, and this is what it needs. Giving back, guys. We are blessed when we have a good life. Help others who are not in that situation. And trust me, that's karma. And this account on karma, fill it with good things, you will get it back. In this power, I believe the most, what you send out, you will get it back. In both ways, good and bad. And guys, once again, we can speak hours about that, but there's one thing I would also love to remind you. We speak about this change, about becoming the best version. Here, this, when you're on the way to qualify for that, the last effort. Guys, it's worth it. You have still till the end of the month's time. There are limited seats, yes, but trust me, being there, Alicia, darling, I, you know, she has been there, Alicia. I make your calls, Alicia. I can tell this from the outside. I haven't been on one of these events. You have been. Let me stop this quick, and I would love that you share a little bit about your experience, what you had on this boot camp with Andreas. Alicia, I made you co-host. I hope you can hear me. See, it's live. It's not planned. Maybe a bit later. That's all good. That's all good. So let me go back to the slide. So let's speak about it. For me, from the outside, I'm really excited to be there, by the way. I can't wait. There's also something learning from these kind of people. When you say mentorship or something, learning from Andreas, who definitely helped a lot of companies, a lot of individuals to really become the best version of themselves. 2 Guinness World Records, co-author of 7 books, working together with my idol when it comes to speaking, Tony Robbins and all these people. Absolutely amazing. And this normally costs so much money. Trust me. Being there, you get it for free if you do something. So, and in the end, where is the, wait, nah, come schon. This works perfectly. Where is it?
You know,
Okay, from the head.
when I spoke to Alicia about this boot camp, she was just full of praise. I think her and Queen went to an event and she said it was absolutely transformative. I'm not exaggerating, but when she saw that Andreas was doing our training in Dubai, she was almost in tears. She was almost in tears. That's the level of impact that training must have had on her. And I can see that she's just come back on. But yeah, I remember.
There she is. Alicia, please.
Please.
Tell the people a little bit, because I speak from the outside and I love to hear this, share this experience, share a bit with the people. Why is it worth it to do everything to be part of that bootcamp?
Really, I'm quite speechless. It's really hard to describe, but I can tell you this. I did experience him. I experienced the boot camp twice. Everything that this slide that you're looking at stated you will get. And it's crazy. It's like, how how does he even know? But 10x, my business, my volume exploded. Not weeks later, while I was there at the boot camp, these things are taking place. Working through your fears, just elevating to become a bigger and better leader. And I was talking to one of my business partners that attended it with me earlier today. And she was saying, man, I'm close to qualifying. I'm like $6,000 away. I really want to do this, but I have experienced them. I probably won't miss much. Let me just say this. I've experienced them, not once, not even twice. I experienced him in Dubai recently. And that was just a sneak peek of what will come, of what's to come. One thing I will say, I am so looking forward to experiencing it again because it's like it just reawakens a different leader. I feel like I've evolved, I've grown from the last time that I've attended his event, but I feel like it's more. There's more that I need to tap into, and I'm just excited because I know, based on my previous results, that he can make this thing happen. And we are going to have an amazing time. I cannot wait until Turkey. And I hope that you all are doing everything in your power to qualify and get there. It's going to be something you've never experienced before. It's going to be amazing. This guy, he's good at what he does. He's very strict. He's very matter of fact. But boy, oh boy, does he know how to pull every bit of whatever out of you. He's going to make it happen. I'm excited. And I'm looking forward to experiencing it with all of you, new people, meeting new friends. There's nothing like this business. There's nothing like this business, this area that we're in, network marketing. But let me just tell you, there's nothing, absolutely nothing like XFUSION. We have something very powerful. Please just tap into it and understand what you have and just take the bull by the horn and run with all of your might. Don't get distracted. Don't let people pounce in your ear about other things. If you build this one time, you will possibly be set for years. The potential is off the charts. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Dr. You guys always nail it. I'm so grateful to be a part of this team. I love this company. I love the team that we have. The leaders are just amazing. When you're around people like this, you cannot help but to elevate. You cannot help it. I am blessed to be around these guys on a daily basis. If I need to get in touch with one of them, they're always right there. I'm like, do you sleep? We're in totally different areas of the country, different countries, period. They are just so willing to help. Guys, we're in the right place at the right time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I appreciate you, Michael. Thank you so much, Dr. Salase. I'm so grateful to be a part of this. Let's go, XFUSION. Let's go.
Yeah, I found the right presentation that you get a little bit sneak peek, guys. Really, like Alicia said, it's worth it. So 21st till 26th of May, 6 days, and there will be a transformation, definitely. Your new identity in the end, there need a little bit, you have this already inside of you. We just need to unleash everything. This is what I always say, guys, each and every one of you is a diamond, and we just need to show you and teach you how to shine. Because a diamond, when you find it raw, it's mostly full of dirt and everything. And what you do, you polish one layer after the other till you see the full beauty. And that's also with rising, with learning, by becoming the best version. You are a diamond, and we just polish you now that you shine. You do it already in the inside. Let's bring it to the outside. And this here, you will learn, you will rise. This is the headline of all of this. So results, there will be definitely, guys, a breakthrough in your mindset. This confidence and this energy, different level. You will have a clear plan for yourself. Your team will grow, your skills, everything. And this results, of course, in increased income. So what will expect each and everyone? Just that you know and do really everything the last couple of, not 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks, you have still time. So the first day, it's reset. Because in the end, we're full with everything. We're packed with all this experience, all these things, everything that in the end shaped us how we are today. And we need to reset. You have this also when you have your RAM on your computer, it's full. It's full with information, very old, what makes it in the end slow. You know that why is your computer, your MacBook getting slow? Because there's too much old stuff on it. Erase, do reset, be open to receive new things. Your identity building, really this next level stuff. This learning by system, this is what they said. Systematic, being a systematic copycat. Just copy paste what leads to success. You get all these skills, practice things we will do. There's real work on the place. Leadership, there is the keyword, duplication, team building, and an amazing XFUSION night. And there is something on day number 6. What that's also, and I would love to say something to that, tried to implement a couple of weeks ago, 90 days game plan. And a lot of people, they go on 1 or 2 calls and then they drop it. That's consistency. You know, in the end, what a 90 days game plan is for? It's just for, because when you, these 90 days do, then there is nothing else, then you get successful. You know what you did then? In the end, you overcame all your excuses. You started first time to develop these habits, to have routines. This is 90 days. It's not about what you maybe potentially learn there. It's a lot. But in the end, the most important thing is you have the first time routines because you do every day the same. And that's not for this 90 day, not for me, not for anyone. It's for you. Each and every one of you can do for yourself this 90 days challenge, or 30 or 60, whatever. The longer the better, because then it's an automatism. The longer you do consistently the same things, you become an expert in that. It's a fact. It is a fact. And we are happy that we can start with you and we can be part of this journey. And this is what I love the most. I don't want to be part, guys, will anyway come, of your, oh, financially look at our checks. It's not about that, guys. I love to see you personally grow. I love to see that you, for yourself, feel that you become a different person. The person that you always wanted to be. This growth is outstanding.
Wow.
Let's do this together. We are there to help, nothing else. We are not something special. We don't have the key to everything. We're just normal people like each and every one of you. The only thing what is different between us and you, we made all this experience in the past already, and we just started to learn and to grow from there, and we never gave up. And what we can do, you can do. Listen, here, this is flesh and bones. It's everything is real. This is, I'm the same than you. Maybe in a lot of things, I'm even worse than you. But you know what I learned? I learned to respect myself, to love myself. With all my edges, with everything that I have, because it's me. I can rise, yes. I can get better. But the first thing is, don't listen to what society is telling you, what you are, or potentially this and here and there. You are perfect, and we just help to polish a little bit that this diamond shines bright. That's all. And I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to have what Alicia said. People like Des on my side, people like Alicia, like each and every one of you. This community, we will bring this where it belongs, and it's on us, just on us. Yes, maybe I give the last words to you. We could do this for hours. I love that, but it's already past midnight here, and tomorrow is another day. But I love these kind of calls. Thank you very much to you, first of all. Doing this call with you is outstanding, and I give the last words to you guys. Thanks also to each and everyone who stayed in this call. I hope this was just a little bit, 1 or 2 sentences where you say, "Whoa, wait a second, this I make mine." Then we did everything right. That's please.
Amazing, guys. Some amazing words from when Michael speaks. I just listen because it's always gold that comes out of his mouth. So, guys, please just put a 777 in the chat for Michael dropping pearls of wisdom. And my final words are this: real change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Because it's painful. It's painful trying to get to the top, but it's also painful being broke. It's hard being broke. It's hard trying to be successful. So my message is this: choose your hard. They're both hard. Being broke is hard. Trying to be successful is hard. Choose your hard. That's it from me. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Michael. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate your time. God bless you all.
Take care and see you on your journey. Happy to be a part of that. Thank you very much, guys. Everything the best. See you latest next Monday. Bye-bye.
Good job.
The recording has